Hi, Anne here from the Schools Liaison team in LIT. So we know a difficult time for students at the moment with the uncertainty around the exams and the Leaving Cert. And here in LIT, although our physical campuses in Limerick, Tipperary and Clare are closed at the moment, we're very much open online and available to help students as they finalise their CAO choices in the months ahead. So we're kicking off the first of our virtual events, which will run across May and June. And we're having a chat this morning about sports and scholarships, and from the perspective of an LIT graduate. So I'm delighted to be joined by my colleague in Schools Liaison, Katie. Hi Katie, how are you?
Hi Anne, how are things?
Good. And Katie is a recent graduate of LIT and is part of our team here as well. So Katie, just to kick off, could you, I suppose, tell us what you studied in LIT and how you came to choose LIT as your college of choice?
Yeah, so I studied the Business and Sports Management course, so it was a level 8 4-year degree. Why I chose LIT, I suppose, I went to the open days there and I just kind of fell in love with the college really. So it's a really community-based college, and I knew that, you know, the atmosphere there, it was easily make friends. I suppose I was really big into sport when I was in school, and I was good at business. It was probably the one that I was the most best at as a subject. So when I seen business and sports management, I knew that that was kind of the course that I was going to choose. And also the facilities, being really big into sport, the facilities that they have are fantastic. So there's multiple GA fields, and we've an AstroTurf. There's a gym, really big gym, halls, multiple different sports as well to choose from. So I just kind of knew that that was a college that I would go to, especially coming from a small school as well. Going into a big college is something that probably I didn't want to go to such, and coming into a nice smaller college was definitely something that I preferred and easily make friends, and it definitely didn't disappoint.
Brilliant, brilliant. And we know, I suppose, the college is about so much more than just studying, and LIT boasts a really great clubs and society scene. So what sports did you get involved with when you came to LIT?
Yeah, so yeah, there's loads of different sports in LIT and societies. So you've got your GA sports, your soccer, your rugby, basketball, you name it. There are even surfing clubs that you can participate in as well. Societies, then you've got your chess society, your drama society, comedy. So like there's loads to choose from. Personally, myself, I play a lot of camogie, so I played camogie with LIT, and I also played a bit of football as well, just to mix it up. So there was lots of sports to choose from.
Great. And did you get a chance to play competitively, to take part in competitions against other colleges? Was that a big part of the scene as well?
Yeah, so definitely going and playing matches with other colleges and stuff like that was a big aspect to it. I definitely think that if students are coming into LIT, that they should definitely, if they do play with any clubs or counties or anything like that, that they should definitely get involved with the sports scenes, because as much as you make your friends in your class, you know, in your course, you also make a lot of friends in your sports scenes as well. And for the whole 5 years that I was in college, definitely the girls in the sports teams were like my best friends for all the 5 years. So it was fantastic.
So it sounds like plenty of fun was had.
Yeah, definitely.
Good stuff. And you know, you have played camogie at, you know, at an elite level, at a high level, and at the same time you were going to college. Did you find that a big commitment? How did you find trying to balance the sports side of things, enjoying college with your studies at the same time? Were you able to avail of support, or how did that go for you?
Yeah, so obviously, like I played for camogie for all the 5 years that I was in college, and just an example for me, kind of I made a plan. So I played in my final year, and obviously that's your biggest year in college where you need to be focused on your studies. But for me, that was county was kind of an outing. The sport is kind of an outing for me. And the example that I have is I actually got a first class honours degree in my final year of college. And it was just because I managed to balance my sport and and my studies, which was fantastic. I had like a rota plan, so definitely having that balance in place really helps. But as in regards to sport, I got a scholarship every year that I was in college. So I got an LIT sports scholarship, which means you could either get a gold or a silver scholarship. So I got a gold scholarship, which means I got accommodation. So I got that every year that I was in college, and I can honestly say that I wouldn't have got through college as easily without it. It just meant that what I worked for, I could put food on the table, you know. So definitely that support. But we also got a lot of support towards our studies as well. So if I was ever falling behind, you know, on maybe a subject, that there was support and there was grinds there to help as well. And the lecturers were always fantastic as well. They always understood and they were there to give a helping hand as well. And then we also got like the gym for free as well. So like as much as I got support playing sport, I also got support towards my studies as well. But there's loads of other sports scholarships that you can choose from as well. So like there's the LIT sports scholarship, but there's also a monthly scholarship where you can also get financial support. And then there's a new scholarship called the LIT Gaelic Ground Scholarship. So that's a scholarship for Limerick students where it doesn't matter, you don't have to play at the highest level of your sport. You can play with any club, and you can apply for this scholarship as well. So I definitely recommend that if you do play with any type of sport, that you apply for these sports scholarships, and it's an interview based. So you know, you never know if you're going to get it, and as I say, I probably wouldn't have got through college as easily without it, and I was as thankful as my parents were as thankful. So the sport there was just fantastic.
And what's fantastic to hear is that along with the financial support that's there, there's also the academic support that's available as well, which is, you know, which is just as important as, you know, the financial side for a lot of students as well.
Absolutely.
And were you able to stay close to the college with your accommodation? Was it situated close by to LIT?
Yeah, so I was based in Cratloe Wood Student Village, and I was in a house with two other sports scholarship students as well. So at least I was in the same house with other sports people as well. So, you know, when I had to go to training, they were also training as well, and we weren't all partying at the same time or whatnot. So it was only an 8-minute walk from the college, and there were shuttle buses up and down every day as well. So it was really easy access to college as well, which was fantastic.
Brilliant. So a very clean living house, so with all those elite athletes sharing the one house, no partying going on.
Absolutely, yeah, it was fantastic.
Well, not during season anyway.
Exactly, no partying, all sport.
So I suppose, Katie, we're at the stage now where the CAO Change of Mind facility is open and students are finalising their CAO choices. Obviously, as you said, it's a difficult time for students at the moment. They don't know what's going to happen with the Leaving Cert, and there's still a bit of uncertainty around that. As somebody who's a recent enough graduate, so not terribly long away from the school scene, what advice would you give to somebody at the moment who's thinking about college, thinking about their course choices? What advice would you give at the minute?
Yeah, so definitely always look at yourself and maybe like your quality person. So as I was saying, when I was picking my course, I looked at the fact that I was good at business and that I was good at sport. So that course really stood out for me. And the fact that I really didn't know what I wanted to do when I finished college. So that course opened up a lot of doors for me, because when I finished after my 4 years, I actually went down the route of marketing. So I did a master's in marketing in LIT also. That's why I was there for 5 years. So it just opened up more doors that maybe I didn't want to go down the sports side of things. So I went down the marketing or the business side of things. So you just kind of always have to look at your own qualities and whether you like working with your hands or being outdoors, and definitely look maybe at future perspectives of what kind of jobs that you would like to be in. Not every student is going to know what they want to do when they leave college. So it's definitely look at something that has a few open doors, because you never know what aspect in life that you're going to take down. So yeah, definitely look at yourself and your own qualities, and everything happens for a reason. I'm a firm believer of that. So, you know, what course you get is definitely meant for you, and it's meant to be. And, you know, there's always other doors you can go down as well. So I know we're in uncertain times and, you know, everything might be up in the air, but it'll all work out, and don't stress, just do your best As I say, balance your sport and your your college work, your school work as well. Use your sport for the time being as an outlet, you know. So maybe do like your hour or your two of studying and then go outside and puck a ball, because when you come back in for your other hour or two, you'll retain more information. So use your sport as your outlet, just to get out and about and get fresh air. Because that's what I did, and that's how I did so well then in college. It's just because that was my outing, and that was the way I went about things. And just make a plan as well, you know. So, you know, plan what you're going to do every day, because I always felt, for me, if you have a plan in place and a structure, it always worked very well. And just an example that I have as a plan that I used to do in my 4th year of college. So let's just say I might have college from 9 to 1. So that'd be fine. At 1 to 2, then I'd have my lunch. And from 2 to 4, I would go to the library. But I knew I always had training at 7 o'clock. So I'd go home and I always had a nap. I think my housemate, David, who I work with now, thought I just love to sleep every day. So I always had a nap, and then I'd be ready to go up for training at 6:15. So that was my routine every day. And once you have a routine in place, you know you'll stick to it and it works. So definitely.
Yeah. I think you're right. Routine is so important, particularly at the moment. And I suppose to help students as well as they're studying, and I suppose to get a release from study from time to time, we also have our LIT workouts that our colleague David Reedy is running at the moment. And I suppose it's a chance to give those a bit of a plug. Yeah. That we're putting out 3 workouts a week that everybody can follow, regardless of your level of fitness as well. So they're a great release, and to cheer the mind for a little while as well.
Yeah.
I suppose one other question I'd have, Katie, would say you mentioned the fantastic facilities that we have in LIT as well. Is it free to use the gym while you're in college as well? Is there a cost for joining, or is it open to all the students to use?
So if you're on a sports scholarship, you do get the privilege of having the gym for free. But first, it is open to students and staff, but there is a fee. I'm not sure how much the fee is, but you can pay maybe monthly installments, or you can also pay as you go. I think it's €3 as you go. Now I could be wrong on that one, but it is it's quite little, and it's a fantastic gym. I mean, everything you need is in the gym. Really friendly atmosphere, and there's also a hall below it as well. So if you want to do your gym and then go out and down and do a bit of running or something, you know, it's all there together, which is fantastic as well.
Brilliant, super. So I suppose as we finish up our first of our virtual events today, just to highlight again what Katie said about sport, which is very active in LIT, and we have a fantastic scholarship scheme as well. We have the LIT gold and silver level scholarships. Again, you don't necessarily need to be an elite athlete. They're open to all students to apply for, and they're a fantastic support while you're studying with us. We have a number of Munster Council bursaries that are available to students as well. And this year we launched our new LIT Gaelic Grounds scholarships as well. So there's a lot of both financial and academic support for students to avail of while they're with us as well. And that's something that's very important to us in LIT, which Katie referred to as well, is that support that all of our students get while they're with us. You're part of a community when you come to us in LIT, and we're very strong and vibrant community, and we look after our students when they come here as well. So that, I suppose, wraps up our first virtual event today. We're going to have a number of events happening across May and June that will give students a chance to ask us questions and to find out more about the course that you're interested in and that you want to study. So thanks for watching today. Make sure to follow us on social media. Details of those virtual events that are coming up will be on our website. And if you can't catch them live, they'll also be uploaded to the website and our YouTube channel afterwards. So thanks again to Katie for joining me this morning and talking about all things sport and scholarship. So, and it's great to have her on board now as a member of our team working with us as well. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon. Take care.
And thank you.